And then you come back, and you drop your second album.
Mahogany Soul.
You know, that second album,
I know.
Mahogany Soul, you know, even before I say this, but even before, you were at the forefront, if not the birth, of the neo soul movement.
Yes.
What was that? Was that you just writing and penning what came from your heart, or did you see a white space in the world of R&B and say, let me just go in a direction where nobody else is going?
That was truth. What you heard was truth. When I did Mahogany Soul, I had my son. I didn't have a babysitter. The breakup had happened. I took my son in the studio and I let him sleep. I would make a makeshift bed on the fender rows. I stayed in that room, and every song that you hear is from my heart. I sang about love. I sang about hurt. I sang about disappointment. Everything that came from my head, my mouth, it came from my heart. So I can honestly tell you that it was a mixture of blues and gospel that got me through that album.
You know, I can't tell you how I wore that CD out. I wore like I don't think you understand.
I know.
And that I Wish I Didn't Miss You song. That's got to be your biggest record.
That song was written, believe it or not, by Ivan Matias and Andrea Martin, bless her heart. She passed away last year. And she did me the honors of singing that song all the way through with me. So every time I sing that song, I'm thinking of her, because such a talented person. And I can remember people coming up to me, why are you always writing songs about him? I said, I didn't even write the song. You know what I mean? But everybody would hear my songs and they would automatically think she wrote that about him, or she wrote. I'm like, you're wrong. I didn't write the song. If you look at it, my name is nowhere on it. But that's just the nature of people.
Okay, did I hear this right? Was that like not your last song to make it onto that album?
That was my last song, and I did not like it.
You hold on. You did not like. Get out of here.
You know the saying is, if she don't like it, it's a hit.
Uh-huh.
And I think I was just anxious to get my record out. And when Clive said, Angie, we have another record, we've got to put this record on it. And when I heard it, I said, I said, I don't even like the record, Clive. He said, it's going on there, Angie. I said, I just hated that record. And I promise you, I have to close my every show with that record.
You have that is your. I mean, to this day, like let me help you out here. To this day, that song got over 100 million plays on Spotify.
I know.
50 million plays on YouTube. This song, and you got so many of them. Like I don't want to take away from all them hit records you got, but this song is quintessential Angie Stone.
And look, Kiss You, the single, I didn't like it. It done come in the charts at number 26. I'm just saying.
You didn't like Kiss You either?
No. Well, I thought it was, I don't know. Kiss you, kiss you, kiss. I was like, oh. And then I thought about, those one record songs are usually hits. I said, But my manager said, Angie Stone, you're doing this record. I said, okay. So I took a shot at the dark, and lo and behold, the same thing is happening with Wish I Didn't Miss You.
You know, that would, and it's crazy to hear that you didn't like that, only because that sample came from the legendary OJ's Backstabbers. I would think just off the sample alone and the way that they, sped it up, that you would have been like, oh, this is moving right here.
Yes. Oh, I love the song now. I can't wait to get going with it, but it's just, I think I made that decision because I was ready to go. I had done worked on my whole album and I wanted to be done. So to add another song meant more time in the studio, man. We got to wait for another release date. It was just a bit much. But I'm
Okay, let's
grateful
talk
that
about
I
another
listened.
record, and I'm so sorry to cut you off right
That's
there,
okay.
but I just thought of Brotha. That's the same album.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Now that song there, that's something serious. And
yes, it
I
is.
think I'm so proud of that because, like James Brown said loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Somebody had to take a step out on faith to say it's okay to be proud of yourself.
Yep.
And I wanted my brothers to know I'm proud of y'all. You know, we don't get it right all the time, but who does?
No, as a African American male, hearing that record speaks
Yes.
to a different part of who we are because
Yes.
we are judged and tore down and
Yes.
made to feel secondary in this American society. So to hear a beautiful black woman like yourself
Thank
with
you.
those strong, beautiful vocals of yours sing it, and it wasn't just the song itself, but it was the video, the way y'all put it
Oh,
together,
yeah.
and you had all of these Bob Marley, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, if I can remember correct. You mentioned James Brown. All of these, the imagery of these African American males that changed the world. I salute you to this day for making that record.
Thank you so much. I tell you, it's a funny story about that record. I called so many people trying to get them to actually physically be in the video. Everybody was just too busy. Call Samuel Jackson, call this one. He can't do it because don't you know, the minute the record came out, everybody I called, they started calling me. Angie Stone,
yeah?
I know you ain't do this record without me. I'm like, I tried to get you. It was so funny. So every time I see Samuel Jackson now, he shake his head. I can't believe I didn't make it on that record. I said, but everybody that I asked to do it, they were busy. So we asked for permission to use the pictures. And they said yes.
Well, it was beautiful.
Thank you.
It was beautiful, and you got your point across. I can tell you that much. More Than a Woman.
Oh,
That song, another one. Another one. And that one was nominated for a Grammy, correct?
yep. It's Calvin Richardson. You know, whew, you know, he's a on the low. He does his thing right. You know, he wrote "There Goes My Baby" for Charlie Wilson. He is an excellent songwriter. But that More Than a Woman, oh
Yes.
my God, that's such a good feeling record. It don't make no sense.
I love that record.
Thank you.
I love that record. And hearing your voice, I could tell I was one of them that you love too.
Yes, Eddie F. and them. Yeah, they just, you know, Darren Lighty, Eddie F., Calvin Richards. That's just a heck of a team to write a hit like that. You know.
You know something? You've been nominated for how many Grammys now? Is it three? 3 or 4?
Really, it was 3 or 4. I think I got nominated for a duet with me and Betty got nominated for Baby, and I think Shaka and Mary won the award for a song I had never heard. But prior to that, I got nominated for three solo awards.
And never won.
No,
Wow.
never won. It's okay though, because you know
It ain't
I
over.
feel like I've won already when they acknowledge me. So, you know, I'm just grateful that they acknowledge me. When I feel like they've acknowledged me, remember I told you, all that, it go along with the whole thing. I'm going to leave it there. So, but the fact that they're not acknowledging me, I've won already. The only thing that I regret is both, you know, my mom died of COVID 2 years ago, and my dad died prior to that. That's the only thing that saddens me, is because being the only child, I worked very hard by myself, and I really wanted to have a Grammy or something to show my mom and them that I wasn't working in vain, and they never got to see that.
I don't think that they needed a Grammy. I don't think they needed a statue.
Oh, that's right.
To know to know their baby girl was not working in vain.
That's right.
With all
Thank
the
you.
lives you touch, I'm sure they had more than enough people come
Absolutely.
to them,
Absolutely.
unbeknownst to you, and say, "Your girl is out here doing it."
Thank you so much.
So rest assured, they did not leave this earth without knowing.
I appreciate that. It made me feel good.